Hey guys, well, welcome to another episode of Naked with Dr. Money. I'm Dr. Stephanie Ardrey, known as Dr. Money, and I am coming to you. I'm so excited. You guys caught me last week. I was coming to you at one of the airports in between. I think we had just landed on our way to France. Since then, I've been on a bit of a whirlwind. The goal, of course, is scouring the world for some of the best locations that offer some of the best natural healing tools, tinctures, and tonics to help you accomplish the goal of living full life, which, believe it or not, is 120 years and beyond. So, needless to say, I have been on my own journey. And really, truth be told, the journey started when I was about 9 years young, thanks to a gift from my mother. You see, my mom, at that time, we had bought our first house and she had never had to cook before. So she decided that she was going to not only learn to cook, but she was going to learn to cook in such a way that she would make sure that I did not have the traditional diseases, high blood pressure, diabetes, and all of these things. And so she bought two books. I remember my elementary school had a book fair, and she bought a copy of a soul food cookbook, and her second book was a copy of Back to Eden. And it was at that point that my journey with understanding that what you put inside has everything to do with what happens on the outside. And so I followed my mother's guidance and, in fact, was often teased by my family because I became such a so called foo foo cook. And I mixed, again, the natural ingredients. And I remember way back when eating brown rice before that was the popular in thing to do. But guess what? Mama knew something because all these years later, as I have joined forces with Dr. Aubrey Oliver and my exciting team to bring to you our global wellness resorts and MediSpas, uh, we are seeing that not only are there opportunities to extend your life, but to reverse aging naturally. Now, I know some of you may want to go under the knife, and that's fine. That is your choice. But for those of you like myself who want to see what you can produce in terms of an outcome naturally, without going under the knife and looking for non invasive treatments, it begins with what it is you put on the inside. So each week I come to you, and when I have a guest, we typically touch on three topics. I always ask my guests about their mindset. And when they first realize that they had a mindset, if they think their mindset is the result of nature, how they were nurtured, or a little bit of both, how they've used their mindset to motivate their actions, and how those motivations have manifested. And I'm telling you, at 9, I had a dream of becoming an international business tycoon. And I'm living that dream. It wasn't a straight line, though. And so, what was required along the journey was to develop a mindset that would allow me to continue to grow and develop and learn and obtain the tools that I would need to be able to do that successfully. So, in the beginning, my first business, I spent a lot of time learning about advertising, about marketing, about what it took to motivate a customer to actually complete a transaction. And I became pretty good at that. And so my early clients were Fortune 500 companies, typically clients that had brands that were either struggling or they were considering how to further expand those brands. And during that time, I remember feeling a little bit of frustration in that all my clients gave me were problems to solve. But guess what? That gave me outstanding training. And that is why, to this day, I've been uniquely trained and developed in solving problems. Typically, I can walk through an organization, I can take a quick look at what's happening, and I immediately am able to come up with solutions to fix or reposition the product or service that's being brought to the market, or that's already in the market and struggling and need to reposition itself for growth. But I have to tell you, here I am in the Republic of Cyprus. Cyprus is a little island situated in the Mediterranean Sea. It lies between the continental mainlands of Europe and Asia. It's placed and it's considered the third largest and most populous island in the Mediterranean. It shares a land border with the British overseas territory, and it is located north of Egypt, east of Greece, south of Turkey, and west of Lebanon and Syria. So, this little beautiful island is home to amazing olives and olive oil. And if any of you have followed Dr. Grundy and others, you know that in order to have great heart health, you should consume about a liter of olive oil a week. But you can't have fake contaminated olive oil. You need the purest, organic, naturally sourced, best developed olive oil. And so our ventures have taken us in the last few weeks, I was in London, the UK, visiting a honey farm. I went from London to France, France to Italy, and then now here to Cyprus. And I'll be making my way back home really soon. But what I'm here tonight to share with you, or actually, I should say this afternoon, I am about, I think, 8 to 10 hours ahead of you guys, so it's nighttime for me. But I want to tell you about our brand new MediSpa that's opening up in Sherman Oaks adjacent Van Nuys, coming up on October 27th and 28th of this month. And we are going to be offering amazing promotions. But one thing I wanted to tell you about is the EM Sculpt, which is a fascinating machine. We have a bunch of technology. I told you we're into med tech. So we have our techniques, we have our tinctures, our tonics, and our touch to help you turn back the clock on your body, beginning inside out. So today I want to share with you a presentation to introduce you to some of the fascinating things that we're going to have available. So go to the landing page, 420BeautyBarre.com, and that's where you'll see the full schedule. What we offer is beauty inside out. So, our vision is to help you accomplish the goal of living full life of 120 years and beyond. And I've set some of my personal goals as well. One of those is to be the fastest woman at 120 years old running the 100-meter dash. The other one is to be the longest jumper in the long jump at 120. So, won't you join me and take on a challenge to live your full life and see what you can accomplish? The more you decide that you can accomplish, the more full your life will be. Because what do you have to do if not to live? So live all out and have the best opportunity. And again, that's about building on mindset. So when I took this picture for 420 Beauty Bear, that's what I wanted to reflect was the best of what beauty could represent when you decide to nurture yourself inside out. And I hope you notice if you look at me today, I am truly, as they say, naked with Dr. Money. There's nothing here. And the reason being is that I want you to notice that I have a few little smile lines here that I'm working on. And I'm going to take on a 30-day challenge after we open the MediSpa. Well, I will be trying some of our solutions and I'll allow you to follow me along the journey. But in terms of the smile lines, this was something that my grandmother taught me. Grandmothers can be so, so valuable. She told me that, believe it or not, it was important to know that your face required exercise just like the rest of your body. So you can take a moment and I'll share with you a couple of the exercises that my grandmother introduced me to for my face. So the first one is, if you're thinking about this little area that you tend to frown and you have frown lines, try this every morning in the bathroom as you prepare yourself. Lift your eyebrows up and do a few reps and watch as these muscles began to tighten and your face began to return to a more youthful appearance. And for my smile lines, I typically do two different exercises. One, and so that's exercising, and then another that's exercising all of this. Try a few and see how they work for you. We have those and many more surprises for you. On the screen is the QR code if you would like to register for the grand opening at the MediSpa, 420 Beauty Bar MediSpa. You can go to the QR code and you'll be able to, it'll take you to the landing page where you can see the schedule of activities and make sure that you sign up so that you can join us. And so one of the products, the EM Sculpt that I mentioned, is fascinating. And so because of our grand opening, normally the EM Scope is one of those devices that allows you to accomplish something like 20,000 sit-ups in about 30 minutes, each 30-minute treatment. Those treatments typically range from about 1,000 to 1,500 for each 30-minute session. We're offering a wild promotion for those of you that book your first treatment and schedule a complete package before November 30th. You're going to get an amazing package. You're going to get those 4 sessions for $3,300 US dollars, as opposed to the regular price that will go into effect after December 1st. And here is where it is that all of these activities are taking place. Our 420 Beauty Bar location is 7219 Van Nuys Boulevard at the intersection of Sherman Way on the 2nd floor. And you can reserve as well future appointments by going to bookings at 420beautybarre.com. But let me see if I can share with you the tricks about the particular EM Sculpt. Let's see here. All right, so my little link is not allowing me to play the actual overview of the EM Sculpt machine, but I'm telling you, it's a fascinating machine. And this ability to complete major workout, I mean, when could you accomplish 20,000 sit-ups and shape your abs? Not only are you able to use the device to shape your abs, but it helps you with building muscle and reducing fat. And you're able to focus on problem areas that you might face to further sculpt your body in a meaningful way. So we'll be doing product demonstrations for our grand opening. We'll have giveaways, we'll have gift baskets. We're going to have a wine, meditation combination where you experience wine and meditation and what the particular wine allows you to do or explore during your meditative state and session. Of course, that's limited to 10 people at a time, so you need to register in advance to be able to participate in that particular activity. Uh, we have lasers. So if any of you have gone through the microneedling process, and you know that process can be very painful, we have the latest technology offering microneedling. And guess what? It doesn't hurt. So pain-free microneedling. We have lasers. If you need an IV for an IV drop, you need some extra vitamins infused into your system, we have that too. And we're going to have just an all-out grand time. We're calling it the 420 Beauty Bar Halloween grand opening. So you can wear your costume if you want to, or you can choose to come, well, not bare, but we're going to say you can come in your natural state so that you can partake in all of the festivities and activities that we're going to offer you on those particular days. So we have a happy hour on the Friday evening for community and locals, and all day Saturday, October 28th, we'll have a day of presentations and speakers and an opportunity to try some of our fabulous technologies. We have over 8 treatment rooms, so we have a lot of good things that you will want to explore, but more importantly, that'll help you on your journey in accomplishing beauty inside out. I hope you'll join me, and I hope you'll join our team. We're so excited, and that is really what we're focused on. And then for those of you, especially those of you who said, yes, we want something local, because the wellness resorts, of course, require you to jump on a plane and travel. So I listened, and here it is. We're bringing you the answer to your request. We have a local MediSpa that you'll be able to partake in some of our offerings. And of course, from there, you can also plan to join us for a wellness week. Now, a wellness week is a little bit more involved. This is where we conduct a complete assessment and determine how you're doing, how your organs are doing. We know that you probably need your body to be detoxed. Guess why? Typically, we all find ourselves struggling with too much sugar consumption. And what sugar does is creates a bunch of mucus, which also ends up showing up as inflammation, joint pains, let alone additional chronic conditions that people end up experiencing. So when you get to the wellness resort, we do a complete body assessment and scan. And from that, your particular detox is formulated. But we don't just detox, we also look at what your supplemental deficiencies might be. And once we know where you're deficient, then we provide you with the highest caliber solutions to address those deficiencies. And I'm telling you, when your body begins to receive nutritionally dense, not only supplements, but meals, you'll see a difference. And it doesn't take long for the transformation to begin to manifest, because it really does begin on the inside out. And so our focus is making sure that you address your mind, your mindset. This is how you overcome emotional trauma, your body. We focus on gut health because we know if we can get your gut healthy, the rest will take care of itself. And lastly, soul, because we believe that everyone has some type of assignment or purpose that they are here to fulfill. And so, in order to fulfill those assignments, you must be able to be in your best space. You need to feel your best. You need to have your best energy. And the only way to accomplish those things are to make sure that you're healthy holistically, inside out. So I hope that you will join us. Remember, you can go to 420 Beauty, BeautyBarre.com, 420BeautyBarre.com, and register to attend our grand opening. I'm telling you, we're going to have a blast at our Halloween grand opening, and we hope that you will join us. We want to see you there. So, now that I've shared about the 420 Beauty Bar and our opening, next week, I'll be back with another special guest, and we'll be talking about some of the tinctures that we have available for you that are, again, organic, naturally derived, and aimed at providing you with complete nutritional supplements addressing whatever deficiencies you may have so that you too can be on a path to live your best life of 120 years and beyond. And guess what? It's not too late to begin. Trust me, I had to set an intention. And once I set that intention, I began to make small modifications in some of the choices that I had taken on in a lifestyle filled with stress. And that has been the hardest one to overcome. It's a daily challenge, but we have tools to help you with addressing the mindset and mitigating the stressors of life. Because believe it or not, if you live, if you breathe every day, there's always going to be something aiming to distract you or to knock you off your course. Well, we have ways to get back on course. If you got knocked down, that's okay. Dust yourself off, get back up, and let's go and heal inside out so that we can all enjoy full life. We're all depending on you. You have something that you are here to do. And so, in order to do that, you must feel and be your best you. Nobody wants to see you struggling and having a hard time trying to overcome a chronic condition or finding yourself faced with, endless prescriptions, one prescription to counteract another prescription. No, no, no. Let's detox and reclaim our full health, our full wellness. That is your body, and your body is meant to heal itself. And it'll heal itself if you provide it with the right phytonutrients, as well as resetting its course. And sometimes that means that you need to detox it from the toxins that you've encountered. And we encounter toxins every day. It's in the air, it's in the water, it's in the soil, it's in the food that we eat. And sometimes we knock our systems off just by the hustle and bustle of life. So I hope that you will join all of us, our team, at the 420 Beauty Bar in Sherman Oaks, 7219 Van Nuys Boulevard at the corner of Sherman Way. I promise you won't regret it. We look forward to seeing you there. Come on and hang out with us and take on a 30-day challenge. I'm going to be taking on a new 30-day challenge, like I said. So let's see what you can do too. I hope to see you soon.